Hi Aquarius, welcome to your January 2018 Love and General Tarot reading. Valentine joins us, sleeping on the bed as usual. I'm going to do a general reading just to get the general energies of January first, and then do you a little love reading, Aquarius, to see what you need to know. So we've got 2 full moons in January and a new moon, that's your card, in the middle as well. So it will be action-packed. We've got a super full moon in Cancer on the 1st/2nd of January, and then we've also got a full moon lunar eclipse in Leo on the 31st, and then in between those we've got a new moon in Capricorn on the 17th. Okay, knock me down with a feather. So what does Aquarius need to know? If you want a private reading, Aquarius, they are open again for bookings, and you can book in the description box or on my website gemstonetarot.com. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do that in the description box and also on the website gemstonetarot.com. And a big thank you to those of you that have done that. Whew. Aquarius. It's quite mixed energies for everybody with these 2 full moons. And also Sun in Capricorn, and then new moon in Capricorn in the middle. And you are still clearing some things up from 2017 here, Aquarius. Some of you kind of want to bring something from 2017 with you into 2018. Which you don't need to be bringing with you is the message that I get. You don't really need to be taking it. Here we've got the 8 of Cups. This has come up a lot for a lot of people, and it is to do with the moon as well. Saturn in Pisces is the 8 of Cups. The taskmaster, the disciplinarian of Saturn, tells the free-loving, boundaryless Pisces to pack it in and walk down the steps, girl. Because ain't no good for you for one reason or another. And it is something or someone that you've loved, but nevertheless you still have to go. So there are patterns, people or situations not to bring with you. And this is anything where people made you feel out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles, or left you out in the cold, abandoned you in any way, threw you under the bus, let you down. Any of that, if you are still fostering feelings about that, it's okay to have the feelings, but you need to be able to walk away from the person or the situation. 4 of Wands in reverse. It's quite a shaky start to 2018, which it is for absolutely everybody. That card has come up in nearly every single reading for every sign. As has this, the 4 of Cups in reverse. And this is feelings spilling out everywhere. But with a super full moon in Cancer on the 1st/2nd of January, we would expect that. You know, Cancer is the water sign, the feeling sign. It's about family, relationships, nurturing, caring, who's important, what's close to your heart, what stays in, what goes out, all those things, which causes instability. It's like being at sea. Everyone's going to be at sea in the first week or 2 of the month. Somewhere underneath all that discombobulation, the bibbing and the bobbing and the flotsam and the jetsam, you need to keep chopping wood and drawing water, as the Buddhists would say. You need to keep your eye on the prize. You need to keep moving. 8 of Pentacles. This is knocking out the pentacles, keeping the show on the road. 8s are always about movement. The 8 of Cups, movement away, walking away. The 8 of Pentacles, keeping things going, keeping things moving, not abandoning ship. Part of you feels trepidation about going into the new year, taking a risk, starting something new, finishing something old. You want to cling on to something where somebody had some kind of power over you. It could be an employer. It could be a friend, a family member, or a relationship where somebody almost was telling you what to do, but it kind of felt comfortable because you sort of, like worn out slippers, you kind of knew them. But at the same time, they just don't really fit anymore. And again, this card has come up loads. The Page of Wands in reverse. Nothing can be rushed during this time. Nothing can be rushed at. There needs to be chopping of wood, drawing of water, just chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. Making sure that you can adequately walk away from things that may potentially be damaging to you, Aquarius. You don't need that anymore. And you've got Queen of Wands in reverse. For some of you, this is a boss who's bossed the living daylights out of you, micromanaged you, picked at you, not supported you, involved you in power struggles that you didn't even know existed almost, in games you couldn't win because you didn't know the rules. If that means looking for different employment, looking for somewhere where you belong, where you get treated better, do that gradually. Start building up your CV. Start sending things out. You don't need to rush it. Nothing impetuous. Let's have a Chuck Spezzano love. Ooh, Chuck Spezzano enlightenment card, should I say? Oh yes. This is lovely. You get the Grace card of peace. This almost internal battle that's been going on in your head is going to start to be resolved, and it is helped by that Cancer full moon, and also the full moon eclipse in Leo that comes at the end of the month in your opposite sign is not going to leave a stone untouched, to be honest, and that's a good thing. You need that kind of clearance, Aquarius. Let's have a look at your love cards. I'm using a different pack, using the Rider-Waite. Let's see what we need to see. What does Aquarius need to know about their love life? January 2018. Wow. Wow. There is a reprieve for those of you that have had worry, strife and difficulty in love. You've got the Nine of Swords in reverse, which I like. Each one of these swords slips away, getting away from this 4 o'clock in the morning feeling of, oh my God, what are they doing? Who are they with? Why did they leave me? What am I doing? Should I be with them? Blah, blah, blah. All those thoughts starting to calm down. And actually there is some peace of mind available. That hasn't been available to you for some months, Aquarius. For just a few of you, you are involved perhaps with another air sign. And things are moving about. For those of you who've been waiting for this person to step up and make some kind of offer, that may not be forthcoming if it's another air sign. We've got Page of Cups in reverse. Or they may make an offer that you don't think is good enough. Or that you just don't like them enough. You know, it's you that's not up for it. We've got the King of Swords here. He can be a bit compartmentalised and cool. And also this may be someone that you've argued with. Got the Seven of Wands, which is a defense card. Someone who makes you feel defensive. Especially if you're both Aquarians. I mean, that would be incredibly difficult. Someone who triggers you as well, knows how to trigger you. And even if they try not to, I think they still do. So you may decide not to go along with that. You may decide not to take them up on that. But there is information coming in that adjusts and changes your love life. You've got the Knight of Swords. This is someone like dashing in. Again, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's full of air. Full of air. And alongside it, the Ace of Swords. You're going to be very clear all of a sudden in 2018 who deserves your love and who doesn't. And also, I don't think you want to mess around with people who you don't really like. And then slap bang in the middle of the reading, the King of Wands. A fire sign. Quite a blaze of passion in the middle of all this airiness, okay? You might like the cut of his jib. And I think it probably, actually no, it could be a female. But she'd be very, very confident and, you know, hold herself very, very well. This is someone who might come and sweep you off your feet. I can't see any other information about where that's going to go. But hey, they're in the upright, so give it a whirl. And then you've got the World card, Major Arcana. This is a new journey. This is a new attitude towards love, which I really like for you. You're not putting up with crap offers. You're not putting up with crumbs. You know, demanding, not only do they give you the loaf, but they slice it and toast it and slaver it with butter and then bring it to you on a plate. It's no less than you deserve. You've had a lot of Aquarians have had a difficult year in love. Yep. Those of you dealing with this character here, King of Swords man, especially if it is another Aquarius, you're going to get caught up with rules. He may be a bit OCD. He's certainly very rules orientated and compartmentalized. And I just think you'd be much better off with someone who can really light your fire, quite honestly, rather than read you the book. Then you get the loneliness card. Some Aquarians have been feeling lonely after a breakup. I think that's about to end. And the giving and receiving card. You are now, Aquarius, holding out for someone who is, not only are they going to have to be willing to give to you, but you are going to have to get out of the habit of giving to everybody else and into the habit of what it's like to receive. You get the Oracle card of why, and you may be spending quite a lot of time considering why you've been out with the people you have, why you're attracted to who you're attracted to, and exactly what people's offers consist of. And I like it. It's a much deeper way of operating in your love life than you've had before. Let's have a Healing with the Angels Oracle card for you, Aquarius. Yay! You get divine timing. There it is. It's all in the divine timing. So this character looks the most interesting to me. Anything could happen with that. I get this kind of, you know, in Big Bang Theory, anything could happen Monday. I kind of get this anything could happen vibe. It could be the New Year's Eve if I get this out in time. That's a random. I don't know where they're coming from, but they look entertaining and possibly quite hot. So look out for that, Mr. Fire Sign, Mrs. Fire Sign, whoever they are. And then leave me a comment and let me know, not in too much detail, Aquarius, Okay, if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box. Do share the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out your weekly and daily readings. Namaste.